vehicle function.
Well, that's quite a smooth transition, I wished. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen, and whoever is going to be watching on the VOD. Because today we are going to be doing a short flight between what we did last time. Previously, what we did was Phuket. Correction, it was from Kuala Lumpur to Phuket. Today, we'll be doing it the other way around because I haven't been streaming a lot and I haven't actually touched the 727 in a while. I've always been using the 747 nowadays just to get used to it. And potentially I might actually be streaming one more time tonight as we fly the 747-800 from Kuala Lumpur main airport, Sepang airport, all the way up to Sweden before we do another short hop flight onto what's that place called? St. Martin. So you're free to join that for later night or for now, where we will be having a lovely time doing a normal flight between Phuket to Subang airport. Today's flight plan will be as shown. If I can find it, there we go. The flight plan, as we will be using the 721, the Boeing 727-100. Obviously, we don't have that as the tail number. We have it 9M-BVI. Flight number 780784 from VTSP to Kuala Lumpur. Our planned altitude for today is flight level, I believe it should be flight level 350, but it might be flight level 330. Let me double check. It has to do something with RVSM. If you don't know what RVSM is, it's Reduced Vertical Separation Minima. Basically, passing flight level or passing 29,000 feet, 31,000 feet, the altimeters tend to get a little bit wobbly, and it gets a little bit difficult for aircraft to maintain separation. So instead of the normal 1,000 feet separation, it becomes a normal 2,000 feet separation. And that is for non-RVSM airspace. Why is it called a non-RVSM airspace? Well, RVSM is only available when there is a controller, as well as if your aircraft is equipped for it. That is just to make sure you don't hit another aircraft who are non-RVSM and who are RVSM capable. Considering we're heading east, we are going to have to use flight level 350. No issues on that. We'll just do a normal climb, and really, there's no issues with that. We'll be carrying about 10,000 pounds of 10,000 pounds. I'm not American. 10,000 kilograms of fuel. Probably 10,500 to ensure everything will be fine and dandy whilst we fly. Our plan for today is we'll be going off from runway 27 using the Rabbit 1 Bravo departure towards Rabat, Bravo 579er, and so on and so forth, coming in via Dakus, using the Caledonian 1 arrival onto runway 15. Considering we're using runway 15, we'll be having the ILS with us. So, with all that done and said, done and done with, let's move to the aircraft. As I mentioned today, this is an aircraft in question. It is the Boeing 727 of the Avincia Airlines, Virtual Airlines. This Virtual Airline just started expanded to what you might call it, the Japanese division, which is great. More on that later. For now, give me a moment as I take a sip as you gaze through the glory of the aircraft. Jeebus, Lorenzo. If I suddenly lose connection, don't mind that. The internet today is slightly wobbly. It shouldn't be too bad, but you know, anything can happen. If you are going to watch me on a Valenta, you are able to check me up on Valenta, because we are going to use one of Valenta's item. Now, if you are getting ear rape because you're naughty because of the win, that is XP Realistic's fault, and I should not be blamed for that. I'll try to fix that up in a bit once I can get the XP Realistic out. And wind ambience, no, not water, windshield, no. Oh my god, what was that? Sorry, I thought that was some sort of catastrophic bomb happening. Anyways, that should reduce the issues. I really do hope yep, my mic box is up, thank god. And yeah, everything should be clear and crystals now. Let's have no music. Wunderbar. So, the other thing that we're going to be coming in with is another person on board. Well, not with us, he is doing his own flight, but that doesn't mean we cannot have an extra person on board today. Makes it much fun because there'll be more people to chat about with, and you know, makes things much better considering I will not be alone. And I'm pretty sure you know it will be annoying just for me to do it alone. So, trying to figure out how to transition it. Discord audio goes up, and I am back. Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you, and that is much for people who are watching from the board, which I'm pretty sure no one will. Anyways, doesn't matter. Alright. How far into the flight are you currently? Because I am actually just configuring stuff on my second screen.
Taxiing.
Let me check. Let me see where I can place. Train! Sorry.
Train.
Whenever we hear train, we shout train.
Yep.
That is a game of the day. You know, like how almost every YouTuber or any streamer has something to do with thingamabobs. For me, I think I'm just gonna say every time I hear something, a train, a car, anything that's stupid, I will shout the shit out of them. Train. Okay. Right. We'll fucking use the FMS system today because fluff the Siva. Alright, external power goes on. Let's reduce that. And that is a standby. I forgot to do before cockpit.
I hope my parents will buy me the Thrustmaster.
Fingers crossed, because that would be really lovely.
Like I got the used one on the
Right.
it's like an online store where you buy things that is used, and it's
I
actually
see.
about 100 or 200, $100 actually, $100 cheaper.
Ah, I mean, isn't that good?
It is good.
I'm pretty sure you're able to find one later on. Jesus Christ.
But without rudder, we won't have rudder.
That's fine, you don't really need to take a look at the rudder right now. Rudder will be useful, but, you know.
Well, at least I have the old controller. I mean, the old joystick for the taxing thing.
Yeah. That's good enough. Oh, I should start my FSA.
Approaching 3-6.
3-6.
3-6 confirmed. I'm sorry. Every time I hear that, you know, you gotta just say it. It's... What's that word? Where... I'm sorry?
No, confirmation? No?
On runway 36.
It's not confirmation. It's more of something that you've done a lot and you can't just get rid of it.
Ah! I don't know in English, but I know in Japanese.
There you go. That word, but in English.
What is it in English?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
But I do know what you mean.
Yeah,
But
it's
not just I don't know.
it's like old habits. There you go.
Ah,
It's a
yeah,
habit.
habits. Yep.
Jesus, why can't we think of that word?
I don't know.
650 times 2. You do your takeoff run. I'm gonna continue. Oh god, I'm dying. Confirm fuel. Fuel confirmed. And how much fuel that we need again?
Oh, wait. Okay. Hello? Okay.
Did you trim it?
Yeah, I do. Oh, what the f...
Hold it, hold it, hold it. Continue, continue, go up, continue, climb.
I'm such afraid.
Good, good. A slight mess, but it's fine. You got through it. What was that?
Nope. It was nothing. It's fine.
Sounded like it wasn't nothing.
Speed, what?
Speed, yep. Continue, 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 climb. Your throttle is all the way down. Move forward.
Know.
Yes, it is. Throttle up, throttle up, throttle up.
It's not working. Okay, there you go.
There we go. Oh my lord.
What the fuck happened?
No clue. For the VOD viewers, let's just say, your throttle is moving backwards again. Turn on your auto throttle if you require. For the VOD viewers, what happened was, just a slight kerfuffle inside the 787.
Speed, bro. What? Uh-oh. Okay.
No, it what?
Yeah,
turn off your auto throttle and just normally climb for a bit. Then change to flight level change.
The fuck?
I wish I knew what was happening, but sadly I'm not in your cockpit right now, and it seems like you're very low.
I know.
Alright. Everything is good from me. And I've got FSA running. Can you say something for a bit, if you don't mind?
Sure. I mean, yeah.
Listener, I was just double checking with the thingamabob live stream. I'll check yours as well, just to make sure everything works.
The fuck? Dude, every time I put it on flight change, the speed just go up. Like
The speed goes up or down.
up.
Let the aircraft handle itself for a bit. You can turn off your auto throttle
Turn off.
and just turn on flight level change. And then just let the aircraft pitch up and see what it does. Just maintain your current throttle setting. Thrust lever setting. Good. A little bit more. Put it to, let's say, 50 N1. Wait, no. What's that? So you're on 65.
65.
Yep, now it's climbing, so that's fine. And let it continue up like that. Now throttle up a little bit more. Throttle up to 75. Good. Let the aircraft do its own thing. It will try to maintain it.
Did I do something bad? No.
I think you did everything fine. I can't say because I didn't see most of it.
Yeah.
Bound to cockpit.
Saya jam
Please
5.
tell me where you want to go.
Berarti paginya jam 6.
Ground to cockpit. Tail is driving up.
Nah iya.
Seems like you're very busy.
Setengah 6.
Something to do at 6:30?
No. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Should be a quick flight then.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Is it climbing normally now? That is good.
Let me try it.
I'd say try it at 10,000 feet or above. Right now just maintain 230. Or just do that. I think it'll try to maintain the 230.
No, it didn't.
Well, no, it's fine. It will exceed it by a bit, but the aircraft will continue
So
pitch up.
connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
So I think it should be fine. There we go.
What the Oh.
Yeah, because you've reached your current altitude. What is streamer mode supposed to do again on this one? Streamer mode. Disable sounds. There we go. Sorry for the VOD viewers. Alright. Now just make sure that your airspeed does not exceed whatever it needs. All good?
Whoa, what the hell? Like,
I'll take that as a no.
what the fuck?
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
That's fine now, I guess. Oh. We're still not.
So, what happened?
We're fine. Yes, we're fine.
Just about. And let's just make sure that you have considered transition altitude. Well, you're fine for now. Also, we'll be sitting on the right seat today because I prefer the right seat nowadays. 134 plus 15.
134?
149, thank you.
Didn't hurt it.
All good, all good. Yeah, I just need to shout it out loud to make sure I know what I'm calculating. As well as the person right next to me knows what I'm trying to calculate. Just to make sure that, everything I'm calculating is fine. Beacon, god dang on. Alright.
It's normal now.
Good. That's what you want. Hello, visitor. Or viewers. That lasted for about a second.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brakes is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Starting engine 2. Close that, and we can put this to Gen 1. Pick that thing as your papa. QNH 1013. Perfect. Beautiful. 1013 or 2992 is standardized, what do you call it? Barometer. Which means that if you have a 1013 of a day, it means it's a good day. If you're not, then unfortunate.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Well, that's always a good sign. Guess who forgotten to put in his flight plan? It'll be quick. AVI 784. Execute. Departure. We'll be departing runway 27 via the Rabat 1 Bravo. Check the legs. Everything's good. We can move this upwards. And execute. We'll be climbing at 230 until 11000. And our is over here. Questions? No. No progress page. Departure on. There we go. We have everything what we need. Let's get going. Okay. Close. Ah, I left it out for too long, didn't I?
What?
No, it's still. Oh, it's still loading up. Well, not loading up, it's still revving up. Hmm? Something wrong? Did something happen?
Never mind. It's here. It wasn't loading for a while.
Oh my god. Sorry for the viewers. 50. Yeah, that's what I want. Not a 737. This is a 727-100. Professional stream, I'll tell you that for free. And voila.
I've set the flight to Manila just because I wanted to go out, but it's delayed.
Ah, so
I would have done Fukuoka and stuff.
Ah, that's not good. So, what's the plan then?
No, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna sit here.
Oh my god, that's not fun. Well, it is fun, but... Oops. Alright. Good to go.
Should we book the flight for tomorrow? Miami?
Maybe.
Miami or
Well, we haven't actually...
Princess Juliana?
Do tell me, because I haven't actually set a flight plan for that yet.
Which one do you think is better? Princess?
Princess Juliana might be slightly longer, but I don't know if your aircraft can reach there. Plus, if you go to Princess Juliana tomorrow... Wait, are you going there tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning.
How long will that take?
4 a.m. departure.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Because I'm also planning a flight from tonight to Sweden and then hop it over to Princess Juliana, so we might be able to meet there somehow.
Sure.
But I'll only be
Because
able to fly to Princess Juliana tomorrow night, not tonight.
tomorrow night. Well, I mean, I'm gonna reach Princess Juliana tomorrow night.
Yeah, and I'm gonna depart for Princess Juliana tomorrow night. So I'll be there by Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning.
Or Tuesday morning.
Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah, sorry, Tuesday morning. I'll be there at Tuesday morning.
I don't think I'm gonna do anything soon. Maybe.
Except...
Yeah.
You
Maybe
can
Tuesday.
try Los Angeles. But that
Los
would be a 12-hour flight, really. Because it's like
Time.
Seattle.
I have to go home like really quick.
Exactly, that's the thing.
Depart at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. 12, 8, 6. Should be good.
It should be fine.
How long is it Los Angeles to the
Two?
Princess Juliana?
It's like a 5-6 hours flight. 7-hour flight, maybe. Because I know to get across America it takes about 5 hours. Or 4 hours. And it's going to be somewhat similar to get from Princess Juliana and then to the Caribbeans, which is south of Florida. Sorry, did I say Princess Juliana to the Caribbeans? I meant Los Angeles to Princess Juliana, which is in the Caribbeans.
I shall just do the flight like tomorrow morning, maybe. Wait, you're gonna be on at Princess Juliana tomorrow morning?
No, tomorrow night. I'll be flying towards Princess Juliana tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. So
Yes.
if I
What you can do is, since you're going to Philippines, you can try to go to Sweden. Actually, no, fuck that. I was thinking, what if we do the same flight? You
I
go
don't
from
have-
Japan. Basically, you bring the aircraft back to Japan.
I can do
Is
that.
it-
After this.
Fly, and then fly it to Sweden.
How long is that?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it'll be somewhat between 12 to... I don't know, maybe... We'll take a look later.
I have to depart at 6 a.m. if it's that.
I mean, we also have to check, what do you call it? Sim brief to see what the actual number is later on. Don't want to check it now because that might mess up with the current flight, but you know. Or fuck it, I'll do it for you. Stand by 15 minutes.
15.
1-5. And I'll make sure there will be a flight to Sweden for tomorrow. It is under Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha. The only issue is departing Nagoya with all that weight is gonna be interesting.
Even though Princess Juliana will be more interesting.
Yeah, because there's no ILS from what I remembered at Princess Juliana. It's all VOR.
Bruh, I forgot how to do VOR.
It's simple. Don't worry, I'll try to help you out. Okay, well, I'm not too sure if they finally installed an ILS, but I'm pretty sure it's still a VOR only airfield. And I'm checking it for you.
Hello?
Hello?
Stowage?
Stowage! Stowage, yeah. It's a stow. You know, like stowing.
Stowage?
You gotta stow everything away.
Okay.
Have you never heard of that term? Like,
No.
before departing, please stow away your, what's that thing? In front?
Luggage.
Yeah, stow away your luggage, or stow away your, what's that thing called? The thing where you put your food on, the tray. Stow away a table, a tray table.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one between our Nagoya to Sweden that takes 14 and a half
Approaching
hours.
27.
27 confirmed. 14 and a half hours.
Sure.
1.5.
I'll do the 4 a.m. departure then.
Yeah.
Gonna be 6 for it.
On runway 0.
Just have the auto pause ready, just in case.
300 feet remaining.
No, 6. I'm already out of school at that time, that's for sure.
Yeah, but you know, just in case.
Yeah. But I will pause it on my way back home if it's really that bad.
Fair enough. If you can pause it, then you shall pause it. It's just to make sure that you don't mess up with anything else. Whoa there, what was I thinking? Let's see.
Wait, it didn't do the penalty
What do you mean by that?
when the FS Airlines. It didn't do it didn't put the penalty, so
On
Isn't that a
runway
good thing?
27.
yeah, it is. Train.
Train! Train! Fluffing train. Alright, timer, chrono on. 40, toga. RTO not required, we'll do normal braking if required. Okay, knots, cross-checked, airspeed alive. V1, rotate. Positive climb, you're up. IS mode. Gear lights off. Gear off. Thousand feet. Altitude. Acceleration. Flaps 5. And flaps up. Continue climb. And climb thrust. Bank angle, bank angle, bank angle.
That sounded good.
Just making sure everything is fine on my side. Airspeed. Alright, that's good. And continue climb. Let's turn on the autopilot. Autopilot engage. Rotor lock. And nav. IS hold. Alt select armed. Aircraft under autopilot. Yes, I have remembered the timer. Don't worry, Mitty. I've already set it earlier. With under chrono. A little bit too much trim, I do agree. More trim than I expected. But that is fine. After takeoff checklist, gears up and off, flaps up. Thrust on cruise, pressurization. Guess we forgot to do pressurization. Flight mode and confirm packs left, right on. And aircraft cabin altitude is currently still at under 3,000. And we are climbing up to flight level 350, which is 56.
Let me ask my dad if we can just go now.
Say again?
Hold on, just I'll be right back.
Take your time. And pressurization set. And we'll close the APU bleed side. And let's make passenger side warmer, pilot side colder. And we'll be climbing on 272. This is why checklists are important.
Yeah,
Lights off.
I'll be getting the haircut right now, so I'll be right back.
Alrighty, see you, Mitcha.
See you in 1 hour.
Take your time. We're climbing on 272. Seatbelt signs off. Just a slight headache by the lack of pressurization, but that's fine. We're now pressurized. Alright. Let's make sure everything is completed. After the cut-off checklist, gear up and off, flaps up, thrust climb, and obviously pressurization is now normal. And now cruise climb, 10,000 feet has been passed, which means landing lights off and pressurization has been checked, and transition level has been passed, and we've had 299.2 as we climbed, because it is a good day. And it's currently on Terra. We do not need... Oh, we can turn on our window heat from now. And yaw damper is definitely engaged. Yeah, normal flight now. Nothing to talk about. Yay. Ooh, alright. Get ready for some very loud noises. Oh, that wasn't too loud. I thought it would be. Aye, aye. Yeah, it's on climb right now. And it's going to be very hectic to climb afterwards. And they should preserve more 727s, maybe make the engines, you know, much better to help out. Anything else? Nope. I guess we can turn these off now. Trim. Good. Alright. Genuinely, nothing else to do. Apart from, once we reach cruise level, we have to slow down or reduce our power. And just chill. As you can hear from that, it is a lovely drink I'm currently drinking. So yeah, there's really nothing new lately, and usually at this point of the day I just bring out airplane news. So let's take out airplane news using Google search, not Bing, which is hilarious. We've got airline news, but not really. Oh my goodness me. There has been an incident, correction, an accident not more than 11 hours ago, but not more than 28 hours ago. An accident involving a plane crash, a small aircraft had crashed into a building in the United States. Although people may think that this doesn't occur daily, but in a small aviation world, this technically does, which is unfortunate. I hope so too. I hope you keep your promises. Oh my lord. Apart from that, Colombia advances with Venezuelans' flight restoration process, which is apparently something to do with 6 airlines which have applied to reactivate their services between Colombia and Venezuela. Might be a good idea, considering, you know, we have been talking a bit about Pablo Escobar stuff, and hopefully nothing, yeah. Like, slight ticking, I think, is something to do with the engine. It's definitely something, but it's something at the front of the aircraft. Unfortunately, I can't figure out what that is. For me, I feel like that's just a normal sound. I don't know about you, but genuinely, it's not that bad for a 1 or 2 hour flight. Maybe we could figure out once we're on the ground. I'm just hoping that's not a pressurization system. Hopefully that is not the case, because that is a sound at the front of the aircraft, not the back. And if it sounds like an auxiliary fuel pump at the front of the aircraft, well, that might be a bad thing, potentially. Also, welcome aboard to the next few viewers who are on or so. Whilst we're climbing, I'll take another look on the outside of the aircraft, because I just like the livery and the side view of Thailand coming back into Malaysia. Another good news from the aviation world: Aero Mexico apparently bounces back to profitability during this quarter, or the third quarter, by somehow making an 11% increase of their passengers, which is good for an airline. Interesting. Wizz Air has no interest in transatlantic Airbus's A321XLR flights anymore, which may, you know, topple some stuff with the A321XLR. Obviously, a lot of people will potentially just move straight to the A350s, because it makes more sense to just take the A350 ULR instead of the A321XLR, with more passengers and less cramped space for the passengers. And obviously, it's going to be a little bit more fuel consumption. The fuel consumption will be much better overall. Like, amount of fuel per passengers will probably be much better on the A350 ULR. Who knows? I might just be talking out of my ass. Now this one's an interesting one for you, Midi. Virgin Atlantic has started moving to Croatia and Serbia, but somehow still can't get through Australia. Alright, I'll be right back. I got to use something called washroom, which means I have to be right back. Train! Excuse me. And where is my mute button? There you are. And I will be right back. I am back. Jeebus, that was an interesting feeling, and I blame it on the thing I cooked earlier, just because I forgot how to put in as much chili as I wanted, and I accidentally put in all of it. And yeah, it's a good food though. One of these days you should try to cook it. It's actually as simple as just yes, less spice on it. It's actually a really nice food. It's what we call it is kangkong belacan, which is water spinach with what was it? Shrimp paste, spicy shrimp paste. It's lovely. If you want to try something spicy, somewhat sweet, and vegetable like. I don't think it's vegan, but it might be vegetarian. Who knows? It uses shrimp paste. I don't know what the rules of vegetarian and veganism is. Now I've got the song The Missile Nose in my head. I don't think you guys can hear it, which is a good sign. Or else I'll be banned by the whatchamacallit, gods of DMCA. Whilst we're climbing, let's plan out when our top of descent is. Obviously, we'll most likely be by Kuala Lumpur within the next hour. We'll be landing at Subang Airport, which used to be the international airport for Kuala Lumpur before they moved on to Sepang, which is right next to the F1 track, or former F1 track since 2017. Interesting things to note is that it's a massive airport on the side, and we're going for the side airport, which is, in my opinion, I prefer better. So we're coming in via Dakus, which asks us to be above 6,000 feet at the 15 and 3,000 feet at the 3, which is understandable, but we want to be down at Caledonian at 2,500, I believe. Yep. So 2,500. Let's do this quick maths. 3,500. Well, 35 minus 2.5 is 32.5. 32.5 times 3 is 97.5. 97.5 plus 5 is 102.5. So 102.5, or let's call it 105 nautical miles from Caledonian is when we should start descending. Let's get Caledonian on our items via Dakus, ILS 15, and we'll move this up and execute. And I almost forgot to say 1,000 to go, which we've already passed, and now we are on flight level 350. And let's reduce our throttle. And out green. Okay. Right. So, okay. Right. So, 105. 517, or let's call that 20, 32, 32, 30 plus 50, 80. Okay, so then 105 minus 80 is 25, so 25 away from VIH. Sounds good. That is our top of descent for today. Any questions? I don't think so. Let's have a point 2 as our thingamabob for today. Cruise speed. That should be fine. Lamau. Understandable, have a great day. Excuse me. Alright, let's just have a lovely view of the aircraft at cruise altitude. Let's take a picture of this on my favorite screenshot machine. Let's save that. Rid of it, and voila. I do love the 727. I do wish there was a more glass cockpit upgrade for it, but it's also a good nod to, you know, the last generation of automation. Actually, I believe this is a second generation of automation. Then the next generation with the 727-800 is the third generation, and then the stuff with the A320s, A350s are the fourth generation. So this is a good nod to stuff on the second generation of automation. And on that note, I will be right back again. I'll play some music in the background this time, just so that, you know, you do not get bored. But it has to be a royalty-free music. And luckily for you, I have a very, very bad taste of music. It'll mostly be jazz. If I can find one that is decent at the very least. That's not jazz. You know what? We'll take this one then. Have some bit of brain as well. I'll smooth it in for everyone. Here comes the smooth jazz. And I will be right back. Slight issue recently, we have passed our top of the sun. As much as I want to say anything, that was a really bad idea of eating something spicy before going to your flight. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. Anyways. Yep. Past our top is set, and now we will continue down to and I'm hoping that is what it was. How is that even possible? Now that is interesting. Excuse me. Alright. Well, that doesn't work. Anyways, currently descending to flight level 11,500 feet, and then we'll try and take a look at what happens next. Because chances are we will be slightly too high above our altitude that we want to be on. So we'll probably use a bit of speed brakes this time around. We've already passed Vita India Hotel. We got 5, that is 32. 32 plus 48. 90. 28. 28.5. Well, let's say 27.5. Minus 2.5 will be 25 times 375. We're slightly low. So let's just push it a little bit up. And considering we're descending under 10,000 feet, we'll put them standby onto the airfield QNH. But our main will maintain similar. Excuse what happened there. Woo. Alright. Oh my lord. So apart from that, it's actually a very short flight. Chances are we'll actually be doing another flight out of here towards somewhere else. The only issue is where to. I'm fluffing now. We'll take a look at it. Ew. While that's happening, god damn, someone dropped some sort of log or something. Yes. What was I saying? Right. So there'll be the next flight that we'll be using a 737 instead of a 727 just to keep up with the modern times at the very least. And chances are we'll be doing a short flight to I was about to say Singapore, but Singapore isn't really great place I'm going to go to right now. What's a nice place to go to from Kuala Lumpur? That's about an hour, 2-hour flight. The only one I can think of is Bangkok, but that's 2 hours away. Alright. The only issue is, if I want to go to Singapore, the massive issue is that Singapore has the issue of not being completed in XP11. So, that was a major issue that has been addressed by the community, but not by the X-Plane people, unfortunately. But regardless, we'll prevail. We'll see how it goes. There we go. Alright. What is our distance from Charlie Echo? 32. Plus 24. 56. So I'm going to say we're 21.5 minus 2.5 will be 19 times 3. 9 times 3, 27. 3. So 57. Yeah, 57. We are slightly too high. Oopsie dooby doo. Anyways, for the VOD viewers, this is just a normal flight for us today, and chances are most of you are much prefer to, you know. No, okay, to be fair, we did pass a TOD, and we suddenly became low by 15 nautical miles. Then the aircraft was so slick, it managed to become high again, which is interesting. So, let's do this calculation again. We will be at 15,000 by the time we finish this calculation. So 15 minus 2.5 is 12.5, times that by 3, it'll be 37.5. 37.5, 32, plus 13, it'll be 45? Yeah, 45. Now we're on point. There we go. We are now on point, because if we plus 5 for consideration to slow down to 240 knots, we'll be on Caledonian 1 or Caledonian VOR at 2,500. Hopefully that's the case. We'll do this again at 12.5 because that'll be 10,000, then it'll be 30, and we should be, by 30, we should be at 13 nautical miles of Delta 3440. While that's happening, let's get everything else ready. 10110 decimal 3. 10 decimal 3. Set and checked. Minima is for class Charlie 284, so we'll take 2990. 290. Okay, we are slightly low from our descent, from what we want on our descent, and we can switch over to 1014. As our transition level is 13,000 feet, 1,000 to go. Because of this, we can start reducing our airspeed to 240 or 235 and get this down to 2,500. And we should be down onto Caledonian 1 by the time we reach there. Down to 2,500 without breaking any of this restriction points. First restriction point is 6,000 feet, 12 nautical miles away. We'll 100% miss that one. I'll use a little bit more of speed brakes just to get things done and done with. The aircraft descent as it requires. So by the time we reach 10,000, we need to minus 10 minus 2.5, which is 7.5 times that by 3, 21, 22.5. So 22.5 nautical miles, 5, 12, 17, 24, 2 nautical miles short. We're slightly high, but a tad bit slight. And we should be on point now. And 10,000 feet. Cross-checked. And all altimeter seems fine. Nice up considered. Aircraft is definitely slowing down. When the engine is still running on idle thrust, the aircraft is very slick. Which is the main reason why this aircraft really doesn't want to go down right now. So once we reach 7.5 minus 2.5, that will be 5 nautical miles times 3, it'll be 15. So in 4 nautical miles we have to be 7.5 or 7,500, which is kind of realistic because we're supposed to have 1,000 feet per 3 nautical miles, so this looks very realistic right now. Oh, very achievable. It looks slightly less achievable. As we're approaching Caledonian 1, we can have flaps 2, speed check, flaps 2, 245 knots, we are 230, flaps 2. We can't have flaps 5 until we're under 230. Understood. Flaps down with the speed brakes active gives that issue, so it's fine. Is acknowledged. Let's reduce airspeed. 200 knots. knots. Alright, before learning the checklist. Well, not necessarily. Before learning checklist above the line, pressurization currently is normal. Have we checked the VREF? VREF 121. 121 bug set. Minima 290 set. Approach 110.3 set. What was our course? It was 149. We'll set that once we're on the item. And anything else? Negative. Above the line completed. Speed 200, speed check, flaps 5. Ocean Caledonian, we're slightly high. Considered. Alright, direct to Caledonian, 5 nautical miles to go. And we've passed the last restriction that was meant to be above 3,000, so we can continue descent to 2,500 direct. Considering we're on our way to the final approach fix, initial approach fix, we can just maintain our rate of descent. Altitude 1,000 feet to go. 1,000 to go. I'll select green. Turning in for final. And lock green. Turn that to 149er. And Vorlock green, glides altitude green. So glide slope, altitude, glide slope, orange. Turn this off. And 3,000 feet is our missile approach altitude. Alright, when we're ready. Slightly off to the left, unfortunately. Glide slope and plus the seatbelt sign. Glide slope alive, gears down, speed checked, flaps 10, correction, flaps 15. Gear down 3 greens. Airspeed, airspeed. 180. Flaps 20. Runway in sight. We are a little bit off the localizer, taking over. Our pilot's engaged. Airspeed, glide slope, directing. Flap 25. Thousand feet, stabilize, mission approach altitude 2,500 for now is set. Airspeed. Flaps 30, speed checked. Glide slope, glide slope. Correcting. Localizer. Airspeed.
Approaching 1-5.
1-5 confirmed.
It's 500.
500 above.
400. 300.
Minimums runway visual continuing.
200. 100.
100 above.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Slightly right. Come on. Hold it. That's fine. Bounce. You, but that was a slight bounce, unfortunately.
6,000 feet remaining.
It's not that great, but it could have been better, but it's good enough, which is good for my side. Alright, you're up, and at this point we will switch over to ground, asking them for clearance, taxi clearance to gate, to apron, sorry. Off, that goes off, that goes off, that goes off, that also goes off, that goes on. Maybe bleed is on. It's not Captain Sim, it's Fly J Sim. No, it is XP11. Captain Sim did make a good 727 though, I'll tell you that. They've also made a good 707. Which is unfortunate with what happened in the Microsoft Flight Simulator items, because if everyone remembered with Captain Sim 757, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the FJS is pretty good 727, but I really wish Captain Sim had done better with the 777 in MFS. They've lost all their credibility with that one. Hold on, which one is a HJG again? It sounded familiar. Pocket brake on. Confirm everything is set. Switching this over to the APU and that to the bus tie. And close. Oop. Close. And engine shut down. And then just to make sure the N1 and N2, for all three engines are reducing. They are, that's good. And now bums and bags. And voila. And we can turn off the hydraulic systems, making sure they've chocked the aircraft. Taxi light goes off, which is already off. Unfortunate, I forgot to put that on. Heat goes off, we don't want to burn off the electricity. And finally, beacon light off. Otlitsna. Everything is done. Let's watch the landing. Oh my god. Alright. Might have taken a bit longer than expected. It's a nice 20 minutes, well, 40 minutes flight, so it shouldn't take too long on the VOD. Oop, too far forward. All the noises, 1,000 feet, stabilized pitch altitude, probably set. And I'll keep myself quiet for this one. feel free to let me know. Well, if you're still here, that's lovely. If you're not, that is fine. I'll tell you this. I know it's pretty loud right now. But in a while, we'll be streaming a little bit more, especially tonight, because it will be a night where we'll be flying from Kuala Lumpur, straight Kuala Lumpur to Sweden. That will be tonight's flight, which will start in, let's say, 4 or 5 hours, and then we'll take a look at that. It'll take about 12.5 hours. Long flight, and hopefully the stream can last that long. For now, I'd like to say thank you for watching. And let me get an outro song. Oh my god, I don't have any of this ready. Jesus, so professional stream right here, isn't it? Let me see if I can get it ready. There we go. No worries, like you could stay. And I'll be moving over to the end screen. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and for the people in the VOD, hopefully you would, I don't know, don't smash the subscribe button, caress it, but don't smash it. Bye bye!